So this is gonna be a different sort of video that I'm making. It's almost kind of want to title it like Brandon Talks. If anyone wants to just listen to my random thoughts and opinions, um, right now I was thinking of some YouTube videos ideas. I was thinking of them because they just came to me while I was watching a video on YouTube, and I was thinking about making a video called Fuck Jeff Nippard's Science. And I might make this video, maybe. But the point of the video would basically be to highlight that, one, being perfectionist has many benefits, but it also has many drawbacks. And two, to explain some training philosophy ideas I have. And then I was even thinking about doing a sort of troll thumbnail that was still like valid, but also troll, because if it's not troll, I don't know how authentic of a video it can be from me. Like, that's just where I'm at right now in my creative process. At least sometimes when I made that video, just like a week or two ago, called something, like I literally brought race into the title, and then you see, if you watch the video, it's like a wholesome interaction between me and a Hispanic guy who helps me out, while I'm sitting there with a rusty old axe chopping a tree for like 15 minutes, recording myself, thinking I look all badass. And then before that guy came along in the video, I probably did look mildly, as badass as I'm going to reasonably look, right? So, he just comes along and cuts the tree, but like, I trolled with the title. It's like, Caucasian ego gets pwned by, and I didn't even write the word pwned. It's PWND or whatever, shorthand for pwned. Gets pwned by Hispanic compassion. And it was just it was a troll title. Like, I made the video, or I could have sat and edited it and thought of all these ideas and maybe cut up the segment where he's being kind and show it on some like TikTok short and have it all edited perfectly. It goes viral. I really can't be fucked to do all that. I'm sorry. I'm in this catch-22 of where my YouTube doesn't make me enough money to allot me the time to treat it like a job and do it fucking actually serious. I've never really done YouTube serious the whole time I've been doing it. Maybe for like a tiny spurt, like one video. It's funny, the video I actually went like the hardest core when it comes to production, ended up being this kind of like not really professional type video, but like my attempt at it, like decent-ish. It was a lot closer than all of my other content, as far, in my opinion, and also from the work I put into it. I edited this video like over the course of like 2 days and put like, I don't know, some amount of over 12 hours into it. I think it was higher, like 18 or something. Like, I just fucking grinded the editing of this. And the editing took so long because when you're editing, as someone who hasn't spent in like a full employment amount of time for a long time editing videos, you have to teach yourself to edit shit in order to edit it. So making that video, it was a lot of fucking work. And the video's called Winter Day, No Snow. And I just record myself hiking, like kind of inspired by a different vlogger who had better photography and cinematography skills and experience behind him. But I was inspired by his videos. I think his name is like Christian Mate Gob. It's probably realistically, I said mate so you could spell it, but it's like Mate, like Mate. Um, I think. I don't even know, but he made epic vlogs of just himself going into these cool landscapes, and I didn't have as cool of a landscape to work with as him, and I didn't have the same skills as him, or rather, I didn't have those skills that he was using developed to the same level by any means. So I made this video, and it was the most editing I've ever put into a single video, I think. And there's no teaching behind it. It's not some spiritual thing. It's not some, philosophical thing. It's not anything of the sort, kind of like my other videos. So it's strange, like the video that I found myself actually trying to go more like professional with things and more developed with things in my YouTube content. And now, as you see, I mean, yeah, I because of a YouTube video, actually, funnily enough, I am sitting here with chest hair. That's one reason. But, like, also, my shirt's off. Why is my shirt off? Well, I'm recording this at like 4 a.m. and I've tried to keep my sleep schedule to be a bedtime of 1:30 a.m. lately, for mental health reasons mainly, but also just because like I was fucking around with my sleep and I should have had it more regulated, and now we see it's still not regulated. I'm on sleeping medications. I'm trying to consume Delta 8 indica THC in order to sleep right now. But instead, I find myself recording a fucking YouTube video. Why? Why am I recording a video right now at like 4 a.m. something? I'm waking up early in the morning for church because, like I said in my video, I'm exploring Christian mysticism. And, I literally was fellowshipping with a Christian friend of mine, a great friend of mine. We'll just call him Al. I don't want to, expose anyone's identity or make a video about someone. It's not about him, and I'm not going to talk about him. I'm just going to share the ideas we shared because I don't have permission to, say anything intricate about his life. He's not a public figure or something. So I'll give my friend a non... Fucking damn it. As I'm a little high and I'm recording this video, I find myself at an impasse. And what that impasse is how to pronounce anonymity. Did I say it right? I don't know. This is how perfectionist I get. So I now will probably at some point go look up how to pronounce that word correctly, or maybe I'll just know when I'm not high. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, the whole point of this is my video is unprofessional as fuck right now because I realize one thing about the YouTube game that's true almost no matter what is posting more often in general is better than posting less often. And I'm trying to make this good for the viewer somehow. Struggling to do that maybe. But anyway, I was with my Christian friend and he was like, Brandon, mysticism, it's not really Christian. It's not a Christian idea. It was made by man. The word mysticism. Because I bought this book called The Little Book of Christian Mysticism, and not all, but like for maybe a good period of time, maybe 45 minutes last night, I was at the end of recording a podcast with my friend, and it was also less professional than I'd like it to be. This goes back to the perfectionism thing, which I was saying at the beginning of this video, the idea of, who's even Jeff Nippard? My average viewer might not know who Jeff Nippard is. I don't know, maybe my average viewer watches a ton of Jeff Nippard, like way more than the average viewership of an audience of a YouTube creator. They might not watch nearly as much Jeff Nippard. I don't know the analytics because I haven't made enough videos and I haven't given enough shit about YouTube, and I want to give more. But again, we're at this impasse. I need to make fucking cold, hard cash. Actually, digits in a bank account. Unfortunately, in some way or another, more digits need to appear in my bank account. And I have various plans, and some of them are succeeding quite well for eventually getting to that point in my life. But it's so funny, it seems on the outside to someone who would try to solve my problem that it's so simple, so easy. Oh, Brandon, just go start making more money per hour, be a personal trainer. It's like, okay, yeah, I could become a personal trainer, but if I want people to take me seriously, A, I basically do it online, or B, I find a different gym to go to, because the gym that I currently go to, dang, like, they require you to have completed personal training certification course and have proof that you've completed it, and even then, they already have as many trainers as they need. It's not in demand. It's really not in fucking demand at my gym. Or it might be in demand, but that demand is met, and it's met well enough that, at least the way I tried to sell them before, which I did when I was manic, so probably was shit salesmanship, but I could sell it better, of course. But I have to have some sort of certification, or maybe I know the right person. I know the gym owner or something, and I'm, his stepson's, or I don't know. Like, how does this happen? Like, how do you personal train at that gym? The gym I like going to where I live. The other gyms, comparatively, for what I want in a gym, are probably just not as good. Pretty much any of the gyms I know of. Even some underground gym, unless there's like some West Side Barbell in my town. Like, basically the West Side Barbell of my town is the gym I go to, as far as I know. Like, the closest thing to anything like that, and it's nowhere close at all. But, like, it's somewhat hardcore. People take it somewhat seriously. There are people there who lift somewhat fucking heavy. There's people there who have somewhat fucking crazy physiques. And, it's a 24-hour gym. It's not bullshit like Planet Fitness, and a 24-hour gym. And then because of COVID, which is not even really fucking... Really, are we still limiting hours because of COVID? If that's the reason. Oh my gosh. Whew. What? But anyway, we're going to limit hours. Think about that. We're going to limit hours. We're going to fit all of our normal clientele into a smaller window so they all are around each other more. What are we doing? But anyway, so Planet Fitness in my town, at least at one point in time, probably still to this date, is only open 24 hours a week, 5 days of the week. On the weekend itself, the time when most people have free time to go to extra free time to go to the gym, their gym is fucking closed down. You cannot tell me that. What kind of weak sauce gym are you running? You're running the one that makes the most sense if you want to make money, I feel like. You take advantage of the weakness in Americans. The weak Americans, you cater to them. And there are some jacked motherfuckers who still, they go to a Planet Fitness all the time. Yeah. At the end of the day, it has what you need for a lot of fucking gains. For sure. You can use a Planet Fitness and go far. I'm just saying. There are other gyms that will fucking get you better results. I can guarantee that. There are other gyms out there in the world. This is my claim. It's not even extreme when you think about it. There are other gyms in the world where you will get better gains than Planet Fitness. Some element of the gym, it could be the clientele, it could be the atmosphere, It could be a combination of many different factors. Other gyms will get you more gains. So, Planet Fitness is not the gym I want to go be a personal trainer at. And if I wanted to, guess what they would probably want? That certification. So, what did I do? When I was manic and had a life coach, a famous YouTuber, won't name him. Actually, my audience is small enough. I mean, I'll name him. If we're 15 minutes in and my audience is small enough, I'm basically saying it to no one anyway, right? I'm not like revealing something about a mentor of mine, like some secret. Nobody watches my shit, basically, right? Except for you. You here, I'm very thankful you're here. I appreciate you. I hope you check out more of my content. If you enjoy it, reach out to me. We could probably be fucking friends. I've done it with people already. So many, it's hard to have enough time to talk to everyone, which is almost why, like, man, like, I'm damn near at the point where, like, the time, the labor hours put into the conversations with some of my friends. Some of the time I'm trying to give advice. It's like, damn, fuck. A part of me thinks that it is reasonable, in a way, like, to at least desire, or have the thought, like, damn, I might as well be charging for some of this. But anyway, I don't want to charge my friends who I've talked to me for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Why do I not charge them? Because we're fucking friends. And the thing is, I'd want to be, like, friends, or at least very friendly with many of the people out there. I mean, there are not many people out there that fit this category, but basically a high percentage of the people who watch my stuff, if you watch it regularly at any level, like any degree of regularity, you've watched my channel and you still tune in. You've been with me for a while. I bet there's a good fucking chance if you wanted to be my friend, we probably could fucking be friends. And probably enjoy it, and you could join the Skype group with the cool kids, the cool awakened club crew of misfits that we run. Like, fuck, I mean, I could sell my group of awakening buddies that I shoot the shit with all the time so much that it's taking significant man hours out of my life, labor hours out of my life, because the shit we're talking about is so fun and it's hilarious. And it's great and it's insightful and it's like the best hangout ever. Literally, beyond what I could have imagined for myself. I never would have imagined I would have been in a direct experience, in a friendship experience, having the kind of friendship shit that I've had on some of these calls with my friends. Shout out to my friends, because they're probably some of my common viewers, right? But, like, man, it's just, I guess now I'll just say, wherever this video is going, this is Brandon Talks, right? So no pressure, right? Brandon, just talk. If people want to listen, they'll listen. If people don't want to listen, they won't fucking listen. What'd you lose then? Absolutely nothing. If people don't like it, if it's a shit video, the algorithm will almost protect me. Not almost, it probably will. Not that many people will watch. A lot of people think it's shit. A lot of people think, fuck you, Brandon. Like a decent percentage, higher percentage than my average video, think, fuck you, Brandon, on that video. That video gets basically shadow banned by YouTube's algorithm because it's a shit video, realistically, compared to what else is out there on YouTube. And that doesn't mean I couldn't make content at a higher level. I definitely could. I'm not going to claim what level I could go to. That's only found out when I actually do the deed of going to a higher level. Because a lot of the limiting factors that have been holding me back from going harder at YouTube, they're harder problems for me to solve than they sound on paper. Actually, not really. Like, I have significant, legitimate, hardcore, at times, mental illnesses. Multiple. But really, it's one main culprit, bipolar disorder type 1 with psychotic features. I've had it for, where it was diagnosed. I've had it my life, genetically, thanks to my grandmother, and maybe even people on my father's side of the family too. Or others in my mother's side. But at the very least, my grandmother on my mother's side, my maternal grandmother, was bipolar type 2, or at least was diagnosed with it. According to my mom, it sounds like she had it. You'd almost think my mom would know what she's talking about when she says that my grandmother had bipolar disorder type 2. Is because, well, or at least bipolar disorder. Maybe my mom differs on the diagnosis, but as far as I know, to my knowledge, it's bipolar type 2. Bipolar type 2 is a different sort of, it's a different mental illness in a way, but also still the same, like pretty dang similar, but it's a different diagnosis. But anyway, my grandmother on my maternal side had bipolar disorder type 2, and that means, well, now that I've been diagnosed with it and exhibited unknown amounts of clear evidence that I have this disorder, I really wish there was less evidence that I had shown to the world, but I've shown the whole wide world a lot of the time. Like, as many people in my life, like, peak interest in Brandon Rowe, like, on social media or something, or, like, peak people thinking about Brandon Rowe at one time, it's probably been when I got real fucked on a manic episode and I went wild online. And it was controversial. And it was me, controversial but authentic in the moment, but authentic within a manic episode. So, it kind of look at what happened to Kanye, right? Similar diagnosis as me. He probably doesn't have the other diagnoses that I have, though. But, and some of the undiagnosed things people have thought I've had, or I've thought I've had, it's all, at the end of the day, mental illness is a lie. It's a dream. It's a falsehood. It doesn't exist. Look in your direct experience now and point to me mental illness. It doesn't exist. It's literally a fiction, a storyline created by humanity, created by the context and content of your life. Experience, which all rests in this now dance. And here I am talking about the present moment. What a bastard I am to call myself a Christian. I'm going to sit here and talk about the present moment. I mean, fuck. Like, gersh darn it, man. Like, what a sin. It might be. Fuck, I'm literally. But at the end of the day, the present moment belongs to no religion. It belongs to no faith. It simply is. And it always simply is. That's what a present moment does. Is it simply is. End of story, end of the day. Fully enlightened, there you go. You're done forever. Your fucking alien god realized to the max degree. You shat down Leo Gura's throat. You sliced Frank Yang in half. You pulverized Adyashanti in a human size. I was thinking about saying human volume. And I was wondering in my head, while I was talking, I was like, is it funnier to say human volume or human size? And I was like, human size. And then I was like, well, I kind of wanted to say volume. And I paused. Anyway, this is my mind. This is my life. What's up, Brandon Talks? How are you liking it? You're 24 minutes in at this point. The algorithm and my own insignificance have so effectively protected my ego right now. My YouTube channel is such a blessing. It's unbelievable. The blessing of my YouTube channel. To me, just what my direct experience gets from this. I just get to talk shit online. Sometimes people watch. Sometimes people watch and they show me people liked that shit more than others. other shit you've said. At the same time, it's a self-documentation process. At the same time, it's a process of self-documentation. It's a process of self-actualization. It's a process of education to myself and others. It's a process of entertainment. It's a whole lot. But at the end of the day, it is me. That's one thing I can say. It's quite Brandon Rowe-esque. My YouTube channel.